I am in total disbelief. So the Universe of Energy closes tomorrow.
I've been all around the world, every city, every place. Always been a restless girl, but now there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way. Longing for you, pick up the phone, catching a flight, I'm coming home, back to the place I've always known. Home, seeing you soon, I gotta run.
Take a look at this line. There's never been a line at Universe of Energy. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I was going to ride this to include some more footage for you guys, but yeah, I'm not going to do that, unfortunately. I do not have time. I have dinner reservations with Tom. I'm a little disappointed because they were supposed to have a PhotoPass photographer out front. It had been raining, and it looks like it's getting ready to storm. Maybe that's why the photographer's not out there. But there is no way that I am waiting. And it loops around over here. That is so, I'm just dumbfounded. I'm flabbergasted. Wow. Alright, well, I'm going to give you a little history lesson, guys. The Universe of Energy opened on Epcot's opening day, which was October 1st, 1982, and it was sponsored by Exxon until 2004. So this sign that is now blue was not blue until 2001. It was originally painted orange, and when Exxon merged with Mobil, that is when the Universe of Energy went to blue. See if we can get a little close up of the solar panels. If you'll notice a whole line of solar panels right here. It's over 2 acres. It's more on top of the roof. We just can't see it. We'd be able to see it by the monorail. But 2 acres of those, and it basically powers most of the ride. It looks like the line is finally moving. So in 1976, Eggman Automation of Holland developed wire-guided driveless vehicles for warehouses and offices to transport. So Disney basically picked up that idea, and that is what the cars actually are. And by the way, that company is actually still in business today and still uses those types of cars for warehouse. These cars that Disney built after being inspired by this company from Holland are 29 feet long and 19 feet wide. They weigh over 30,000 pounds. They hold about 96 passengers and even have space for 2 wheelchairs. So here's a little fun fact for you. So you know inside the ride there's like fake smoke around the dinosaurs, that type of thing. So the time that this opened, that was the largest smoke producing machine of all of Disney. I have another little tidbit for you, that way back when Exxon was sponsoring this, they actually had a lounge upstairs that Exxon employees, VIPs, things like that could go in their own special entrance to the ride, and they could relax upstairs. Now, if you have any memories of that, like if your parent worked for them or anything and you remember going in that lounge, please comment below. Let me know what it looked like, what were the facts around it. You know, do they have extra drink stations, kind of like where they do VIP lounges now? Okay, so taking a look at the colors on the side of the building. You see kind of red, it's orange, it's getting a little bit lighter in the back. You'll see yellow. Well, these were basically the original colors. Now, back in 1996, when it opened as Ellen, these colors were actually painted the colors of the rainbow. And then when they did like a little refurb in March of 2009, they opened back up with these original colors right here. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see right here, but it is starting to get yellow back here, and the very back wall is yellow. So right here actually is the exit of the ride. Everybody will exit out here, which is if you're facing the building, the left-hand side, and you go on out this way. Back before the ride was Ellen's, you know, before she took over, you know, her dream took over basically, a cast member would tell you to visit Exxon's Energy Exchange located in the East Communicore. Of course, that's not there anymore. It's wild how so many things change throughout Epcot. You know, what used to be in that East Communicore would be very dated right now if it was still there. It'd be one of those things that the kids would be like, Mom, Dad, this is boring. So at least Disney tries to kind of keep up, knowing that, you know, people's taste, especially kids, change throughout time, and what used to be exciting might not necessarily still be exciting now. When did Ellen take over, you want to know? Ellen's Energy Crisis opened on September 15th, 1996. That's what it was originally called. I think they finally realized that maybe crisis wasn't a great word to use at Disney World, so it became adventure. So it offers appearances from Bill Nye, the science guy, of course, Alex Trebek, because there is the whole Jeopardy theme going on. And then seldomly do they mention Jamie Lee Curtis. It dumbfounds me as to why Jamie Lee Curtis is not often mentioned. She has a pretty good role in the whole dream sequence Jeopardy thing. And when it reopened as Ellen's Energy Crisis, that, you know, they did a few changes, and one of those changes where they actually painted the dinosaurs a lot brighter than they used to be. And here's another fun fact. There used to be an animatronic Ellen in the dinosaur scene. Can you believe that? An animatronic Ellen. You know, I bet she has enough influence. I wonder if she took that home with her. If I was Ellen, I would have taken that home with me. And the doors just opened. Let's see what kind of huge crowd we get coming out of there, because normally there's not like a large crowd. You might have, like, you know, the times I've ridden it in the last couple years, you know, 25 up to maybe 60 people. That was on a good day. Yeah, 60's probably overstating it. Seriously overstating it. Oh, I see people. Let's see if they look happy when they come out. They look bored when they come out. Not quite sure. There have always been a mixed reviews on the ride. You know, some like the jokes, the nostalgia, and the educational elements of the ride. Then there's others who use the attraction as a break from the Florida heat. Now, you comment below if you were actually one of those people that used it as a break. You know, people would rest their feet, which, let me say, personally was a perfect opportunity to take my shoes off. Florida gets hot when you're walking around that concrete and stuff, you know, it just, your feet get really warm, so that was a great place to take off shoes. You know, people used it as downtime for their kids because, you know, kids kind of get cranky throughout the day. And let's think about, you know, that's 30 minutes basically of, actually more than 30 minutes of being able to sit in one place and rest. Let's face it, people, it's 30 minutes of continuous air conditioning without having to have a meal. You know, normally you want 30 minutes of air conditioning, you got to go have a table service meal. This was over 30 minutes of air conditioning in the Florida heat. What more can I say? The monorail is right above me. I guess I'm gonna have to stop talking. There we go. Okay, so take 2 on that part. I did not visit Epcot for the first time until 2010, so I never got to ride the original ride. So I would love to hear stories from you guys, like any memories, funny things, not so funny things. Did you like the original ride? Did you not like it? You know, what are your memories as a kid riding it? You know, did your parents make you ride it because it had such an educational backdrop, which before it was Ellen, it was a little more educational theme. Like, you still get the original elements basically at the end with this is what they need to teach you about the energy crisis. But of course they've put in Ellen to lighten up the mood a little bit. Oh, and Bill, oh, and Jamie, oh, and Alex, they all lighten up the mood a little bit. And if you hadn't rode the ride and you wanted to know what the whole Jamie Lee Curtis thing was, the storyline was this. Ellen and Jamie Lee Curtis were college roommates. I believe that is the story. And they were like in a little competition there. Well, in this, Jamie Lee Curtis is a really snobby know-it-all, you know. And since the ride's over, I can go ahead and tell you this. You know, it's not like it's a spoiler alert, but she was pretty confident that she was going to win this this game. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention Einstein. It was Ellen and Einstein and Jamie Lee Curtis. They were all up against each other. Well, anyway, Jamie was positive she was going to win this. She was completely shocked and dumbfounded when Ellen won Jeopardy. That's right, people. Ellen won. Ellen always wins because Ellen's funny, and Ellen's giving, and Ellen's funny. And I know some of you are going to go, Ellen's not funny, but we all have our different senses of humor, and to me, Ellen's funny. Oh, and Ellen can dance. So of course they picked Ellen. She can dance. Hello. Tomorrow also marks the day that the Great Movie Ride is closing. And what's really ironic about that is, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but I did, that the Great Movie Ride and this ride both have those the same car systems basically. And both of those rides are closing on the same day. That's just, I know it's just a coincidence, but oh, a leaf is on me. I thought it was a lizard at first. Okay, that's another thing for an outtake. But anyway, I don't know which vlog is going to go up first, if it'll be Ellen or if it will be the Great Movie Ride. Anyway, if you haven't seen the Great Movie Ride, it is an ode to the Great Movie Ride. And Mr. Mouse Diva wrote that ode. And I must say, it's pretty good. So if you haven't seen it, I will link it up in the card above. So check that out. Hope you check out all the other Mouse Diva vlogs, because I really try to bring y'all a lot of variety of different types of vlogs. Vlogs. I can't talk. It's the humidity. It's too hot to talk. Anyway, I will see you at the parks. Okay. Bye, Universe of Energy. Welcome, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl. But now there's a wind of change. I've never